Welcome to another PokerProfit.com production. Tonight we're sitting at a 3-6 hold'em table, which means we'll be playing some limit poker. Our hero is located directly to the right of the dealer, so he'll be in late position. And as he looks down in the hole, he finds a pair of queens, which is a wonderful starting hand. Action makes its way around the table to our hero, and as the decision is placed upon him, we're going to play this pretty straightforward. High pair, late position, we're going to raise it up. The dealer, the small blind, and the big blind all decline to enter the pot against us, while the two players who voluntarily put money into the pot to begin with decide that they're going to call the raise, and we're going to all see a flop together. This will be a 3-player pot. The flop comes queen, 5, deuce, rainbow. We've landed our top set, which is absolutely fantastic. And as the betting round proceeds, Bonnie checks, Bobby Flay checks, and right now we have a decision. We can simply throw in a bet and probably chase the opponents out of the hand, claim the pot right now. But upon further inspection, it looks like the opportunity is right to try a slow play. All of the ingredients are present. We have a monster hand. We have the best hand that you can have at this point in time. There are no draws against us that are out there. What we want to do is give our opponents a card right now for free. So we want to make sure that that card at least gives them the opportunity to hope to win the pot. It gives them a chance to catch a little something, and it does not give them the chance to pull ahead of us in the hand. So we don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot. We'd rather give our opponents just enough rope to hang themselves with. So we're going to check this over. We'll take a look at the turn, and we'll see how things work from there. The turn card comes, and it's an ace of spades. An ace is a good card to see for us in this situation. Hopefully with two opponents that have both paid double, to see the flop with us, one of them has an ace. Maybe we can get a little bit of action out of them. Labonte decides to bet in this circumstance, which means he may have the ace. Bobby Flay decides to get out of everyone's way. Because the ace landed and it's also a spade, we're looking at the possibility that somebody's on a spade draw at this point, and we don't want to give somebody else a cheap look at a river card. We already got some action out of Labonte that we would not have gotten had we not slow played after the flop. So we're going to raise here to protect our hand, and the decision is now on Labonte, who decides to call our raise. Let's see what the river brings us. He has a draw potentially, and hopefully this card won't be too scary. The 8 of hearts is not a scary card in this situation. Labonte checks, and from where we sit, we have a really strong hand. We don't want to let him out of the pot without at least asking him to throw another $6 into it. If it turns out he check raises us on the river, we still have a really strong hand, so it doesn't much matter. We're going to call that anyway. So going into this with some confidence, we'll throw in a couple of chips, and Labonte decides to call us, and it's the point in time for him to display his cards. Let's see what he has. He did. He had the ace. It turns out that the slow play gave us a lot more action than we would have gotten had we decided to just claim the pot early on. Slow play is really a technique that you can only use when all of the ingredients are present. You have to have a very strong hand. You have to be sure that the next card that you're going to give your opponents does not give them the opportunity to jump ahead of you in the hand. And you also want to make sure that that card does give them the opportunity to catch a little something, to pry some chips off of their stack and into the pot. And you want to give them a glimmer of hope on that. So all we have to do is collect our prize. Dealer, that goes over to the 3 queens. No, I'm sure of that. Yeah. No, that's my pot. Can I get a floor over here?